It was our distinct honor to have Mr. Juan Verde speak at a webinar organized by the Polish section of Americans Abroad for Biden. Mr. Verde, organizer and head of Americans Abroad for Biden in the larger sense, has insights that will be most helpful in understanding both a Democratic administration, having served in the Secretary of Commerce, and the business perspective as an entrepreneur in several business sectors.
I was asked to say a few words about foreign policy and particularly how it affects the international transatlantic relationship. Frankly, I feel that the direction the United States is heading in is in such a bad direction that we just simply need new leadership. And I believe that Joe Biden will be a much, much better leader than Donald Trump. I mean, so let me just start there. Um, I've had the honor of working closely with a significant amount of world leaders from the public and then also from the private sector, from presidents of countries to CEOs of companies on both ends of the Atlantic. In fact, I'm now the president of a foundation that studies leadership around the world. And I have to say this, if there's one thing I know about leadership, folks, is that if you're going to lead in challenging times, you have to build alliances. You have to build coalitions, and you have to have friends and allies. And this president, President Trump, has proven that he doesn't want alliances domestically, and he doesn't want alliances internationally. I mean, he has pulled out of the transatlantic partnership, the Trans-Pacific partnership. He has pulled out of the Iranian nuclear agreement. He's pulled out of pretty much everything from UNESCO to the open skies, including the World Health Organization in the middle of a pandemic. And let's not forget that he has also pulled out of the Paris Accords that are so, so important. So all these organizations, and I get it, they're not great, they're not perfect, but what they do is that they allow us to build and strengthen alliances. And that's it. And to me, that's a very important point, because if Biden wins, this is going to change. Donald Trump has been extremely dismissive of the transatlantic alliances. And we all saw this early on his presidency. So yes, I know that the situation has to change because it's necessary, because we must. And under President Biden, I am 100% confident that he will be respectful of our allies. He will rebuild those alliances. He will strengthen those coalitions. And that's exactly what we need going forward. We need someone who knows how to build alliances, who knows how to build coalitions, who can bring countries together to tackle these tough challenges that we're facing. And President Trump has shown over and over again that he's just simply not able to do that. He hasn't done it domestically. He hasn't been able to work with the governors, for example, on pretty much anything from COVID to the wildfires in California. He hasn't done it internationally either. We've seen it when it comes to the COVID response and even when it comes to major international security issues, particularly those we've had to face in the last 4 years. So moving forward, if Trump gets reelected, I'm extremely, extremely concerned. And frankly, I just don't know how in the world we're going to tackle these very, very difficult challenges. I've shared with you what my opinion is about how to build the transatlantic relationship or rebuild it better. And Joe Biden understands this. I think it's going to be instrumental to rebuilding this relationship. But let me also tell you why I am absolutely convinced this is by far the most consequential election of our time. These elections are extremely important in many, many fronts, in part because I believe that climate change is real and that we must once again believe scientists and believe science. And otherwise, not doing that will put our country at risk. It will put the alliance at risk. We have so much to gain if we work together and so much to lose if we don't. I strongly believe that the First Amendment is still the cornerstone of our democracy. And yes, I believe that is under attack right now. 4 more years of Donald Trump could actually destroy our democracy. And I don't think I'm exaggerating. And finally, and most importantly, I believe that the United States must lead in the world with courage, with conviction, and with a sense of honor and humility that we simply don't have now. So I hope you'll vote for Joe Biden, and I know you will, but let's do that. Let's get the word out. Let's become ambassadors, and let's make sure that we make that extra call. We ask for money, that we get people in swing states to actually come out and vote. Let's give everything we have and a little bit more, because the stakes are so high. We have to do this for us, and we have to do this for the future generations. Thank you.